The Challenger 1000 is designed to overcome the limitations of today's articulated and high-horsepower fixed-frame tractors. By offering a lightweight base machine with flexible ballasting options, increased ride comfort, and greater versatility, we filled the gap in the market for a tractor with all the capacity you need for both heavy draft work and universal applications. Now, from the inventor of the stepless Techstar CVT transmission comes the Challenger AccuDrive. What is so revolutionary about it? A variable four-wheel drive thanks to independently driven axles and without any intervention by the operator whatsoever. How does it work? It's easy. The drive unit on the Challenger AccuDrive works according to the principle of hydrostatic mechanical power splitting. What's that? Let's explain. The diesel engine drives the planetary set. The ring gear, shown in blue here, supplies the hydraulic pump with drive energy. If you're familiar with the Techstar CVT transmission, you'll know about this. This hydraulic pump feeds two hydraulic motors. What's new is that both the front and rear axles have their own hydraulic motors. The rear axle is also supplied mechanically by the sun gear shown here in green. But variable four-wheel drive means much more than that. The clever part is the interplay between the front and rear axles. An intelligently controlled four-wheel clutch shifts the torque between the axles according to need. Let's take a closer look and see what happens in different driving situations. As you slowly accelerate and start to move forward, the hydraulic pump swings out. Both hydraulic motors are receiving drive energy and driving the front and rear axles independently of each other. At the same time, the rear axle is supplied mechanically. At the headland, the first big difference of the Challenger AccuDrive becomes apparent. The front-wheel drive pulls the tractor into the curve while the tractor is cornering, a so-called pull-in turn effect. This effect alone reduces the turning circle in the field by 10%, or in other words, it saves about 5 feet. When negotiating curves, the front wheels must drive a longer distance than the rear wheels. Because the oil from the hydraulic pump can be freely distributed to both hydraulic motors for the first time, the speed on the front wheels automatically increases. The higher speed on the front axle pulls the tractor actively through the curve. It's simple. It's the pull-in turn. Maneuverability is important. Traction is decisive. The power is always there where it is needed. That is only possible with intelligent torque distribution between the front and rear axles. That's what Challenger torque vectoring stands for. For example, if the front wheels slip, the intelligently controlled four-wheel clutch automatically closes. Torque is then shifted to the rear axle. Or vice versa. If the rear wheels do not grip, the torque is shifted to the front axle. The operator does not notice a thing, except for the benefits of the intelligent torque vectoring. Continuous traction. The Challenger AccuDrive also takes its intelligence out on the road. The hydraulic motor for the front axle swings back when accelerating until it is in neutral position at approximately 15.5 miles per hour. Since it no longer transfers torque, it is uncoupled. The usual drag losses no longer exist. The hydraulic motor for the rear axle also swings back to 0 degrees until the final speed has been reached. The entire drive force is now transmitted purely mechanically. The result? Power, efficiency, dynamics. 25 miles per hour is already reached at 950 RPM. And that speaks for itself. All of that is Challenger AccuDrive. And the best? You won't notice a thing. Except for the tremendous maneuverability and the outstanding traction of the tractor. And especially low consumption. The groundbreaking Challenger 1000. delivering the power, the traction, and the versatility you need to get the job done.